Welcome to Meant to Be. This podcast is for anyone who knows deep down that they're meant for more. Around here, we believe in fresh starts, moving at your own pace, and building a life that actually feels like yours. Whether you're starting a business, finding your own voice, or trying to make sense of what's next, we want to do it with you. So let me introduce myself. I am Maria, and I am a co-founder. I have spent most of my career in marketing, and if there's one thing I know, it's branding. Helping people figure out who they are and what they stand for and how to show up confidently, that's something that I really love. But it's not just work for me. In my own life, I have had to start over more than once, and I have learned that confidence is not something that you're born with, it's something that you build. I truly believe that we can rewrite our story at any point.
And I'm Supacha, the other co-founder. And a little bit about me, my career has been in project management, and my superpower is turning chaos into clarity. I've taken project management tools from my corporate life and turned them into useful ways to make life more manageable. I have a strong passion to help fellow women go from I have an idea and turning into actionable plans to reach their dreams. I'm motivated to make things happen for us, not to us.
So why are we doing this? That's a great question. It took me a long time to notice that I was way better at cheering others than backing myself. I have helped so many people launch their own business, but when it came to my goals, my dreams, I just couldn't do it. So what changed things for me was one brutally honest call with an old co-worker of mine, who's now, by the way, my business partner. I realized that after that call, that what I needed was, I didn't need pep talks. I didn't need generic motivation. I needed someone who actually saw me where I was and didn't judge me for what I had not done yet. And it turns out that when I talked to Supacha, she was feeling the same way.
Yeah, I definitely was. There was so much advice out there, but not enough real spaces where you can be honest about where you are and not feel judged or feel alone. Sometimes you just want someone to say, hey, I feel you. And it's okay to still be figuring things out one day at a time. And that's what we're building here. We needed this space, so we just created it. And I'm also a coach for I Am Remarkable. And remember that? Did I mention to you? Like, you should join one of my workshops?
Yes, I remember that. So let me tell you a little bit about how this happened. Supacha and I have known each other for many years, and we worked together, and then we were Facebook friends. Those people that you see every once in a while when the post comes in and whatever. So I kind of sort of knew what was going on in her life, but never really interacted because we were not like close co-workers. We kind of just knew each other. And it was at a time in my life where I had just got laid off from work, and I'm trying to figure out what was going to happen next. And I decided, just like every Maria move, I'm going to start my business. This is it. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And within a couple of days, I had a domain, a website, a business plan, a complete brand. I had everything already ready to go. And then I came across a post from Supacha where she was talking about showing up and putting themselves out there even when things are uncomfortable. And I remember I sent her a DM and I said that I love her confidence and that I wish that I could be as confident as she was. She was just showing up differently online, more free, if anything. So that conversation got started, and eventually we started talking about where she was, and you were starting your PM business as well. And then I was starting mine. So I was talking to her about some of my struggles. She was talking about her struggles. And then you immediately went into your PM mode and you gave me like a task of things that I had not even thought about. So I left that phone call and I was like, oh my God, like empowered, emboldened. I was like, I have to do all of these things. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then it was like the messages, oh, I just did this and I just did that. And you're like, oh, I just thought about this and I just thought about that. And we start building this support system that I didn't know I needed.
Yeah, I remember that call, and now listening to it, I'm kind of thinking, what did I post that was so motivational? Was it something that like I felt like I was going through a zebra syndrome, but I am a unicorn, not a basic horse. So just because I'm having zebra syndrome right now, it's just a transition phase. I think that might have been the inspiration, but I don't know. You tell me. But I do remember that call because I was running on the treadmill when you FaceTimed me, and I was just like,
And then you
um,
invited me to the I'm Remarkable, and I was like, oh man, this girl is gonna sell me another course. I was like, oh gosh, like I don't want to go and like she's talking to me about I'm Remarkable, and I'm like trying to Google to see what that is, and then I went.
I mean, you
And
wanted confidence. That was like the workshop that changed my career. That's why I was just inviting you, and I am a facilitator. So yeah, I'm like, by the way, maybe you should attend if you want
you
this
changed my
confidence.
life. And you changed my life because I didn't know what to expect. I was telling you guys earlier that I believe in confidence, and I believe that confidence is something that you're not born with, that you build. And I thought that I could walk into that. Well, let me tell you this. I have always been able to walk into a room very confidently. I have always been able to stand up for myself. When it came to my job or things like that, negotiations, I got you. It was when it came to do with
Yeah.
me that I wasn't, right? And your workshop changed that for me because I thought, I'm like, I'm confident. I don't need a workshop to tell me how to be confident until you start asking those questions. I don't want to spoil it, but when you start asking those deep questions and answer those things, I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then I left there
Yeah.
literally like a different woman.
Yeah. A unicorn. Anyhow. Anyhow, so yeah, but I mean that whole conversation on the treadmill, not just about that. Another, light bulb that came up because Maria, she's the branding expert, and that was something that I did not know I can make to-do task for myself. But that was the other aspect that it didn't even like register to me that my branding needs help. But yeah,
And
that came up.
just like that, meant to be was born because you and I were meant to reconnect after so many years so we can create something so personal, so intentional, and where we believe has a lot of future.
Yeah. And because we know that it could be so overwhelming when you feel like there's nobody that understands us or see our vision like we do, like we're trying to build something new. We know what that feels like. And we just want you to know that you don't have to do it all by yourself.
Yeah. So if you're listening this and you want something that actually, and you're trying to build something that actually matters, or even if you don't have a roadmap or you're not even sure where to start, this is for you.
Yeah. Roadmap, that's my expertise. Project management, okay? Um, yeah, and if you're also just like sick of hearing, just hustle harder, work harder. That's not the only answer. You know, you're definitely in the right place because there's more avenues and how many so many different ways how you can approach things, but how it works for you.
Exactly. Maybe you're just juggling job and family and you have a million doubts. Or maybe you're just craving real support and actual answers, not just more motivation that disappears by Monday morning. We want to be that for you.
Yeah. We're not we know you're not here for the perfect Instagram advice. You want honest stories and like step-by-step support from women. We have actually been through it, not just people showing off the end result that wow, that's the end result. But that's it. You know, we love our social media and but ours won't be perfect. Not picture perfect, okay? It'll be pretty with us in it, but yeah, it'll be like real and raw.
We're going to show you the messy parts too, because really that is everybody's journey, right? Everything is not just perfect. Everything is not instant. There's a lot of messy parts that a lot of people don't show, and we want to show you all of that because we want you to learn with us in real time. Anyway, we are here to give you the real answers that you need, practical information, and a community that actually gets where you're going through.
Yeah. So, what can you expect from us? We're building meant to be right alongside you. So, we're going to share everything we're learning as we go. No gatekeeping.
We don't believe in gatekeeping here. And we will talk about branding, about getting started when you don't feel that you're ready, what happens when things don't go as planned, how to adjust, and how to celebrate the little wins along the way, because in here we love to celebrate.
Yeah, any celebration, I'm up for it, okay? And we need to do that every day. Celebrate ourselves. Yes! And we want to answer the real questions, not just the ones you think like we should ask or you should ask. If you're stuck or just curious, just want to hear how someone else may have a different idea of how to handle it, just send it in.
Bottom line, you're always going to get the real story from us. We're not here for the highlight reel. We're here to keep it honest, even when it's messy.
Yeah. Well, so how can you join in on this amazing journey? First, we're going to be hosting free workshop for I Am Remarkable, the life-changing one that Maria was talking about, the
It is.
confidence building, okay? Yeah, so you can find all the info at menttobemore.com. We'd love to see you there.
We also have put together a free mini quiz. It is super short and very practical. Um, it's all about helping us understand where you are in your journey. You're in the believe phase, the build phase, or the become phase. We will send you a workbook that will help you take real steps forward. And guess what? It's totally free.
Totally free. So amazing. I love it. I use it myself, okay? And yeah, and on top of the free workbook and the free workshop, we're also looking to build a community here. Something that you can come join in and, surround yourself with people that gets it. So we're building a space for women just like us who want honest support. It's not live yet, that's the catch, but don't worry. It's in the works. It's in the works. We're shared, announce it, of course, when it's on its way. We'll keep you posted. So stay tuned on that.
You can also DM us your questions on Instagram, or we will put in the link right here, or even send us a voice memo. We really want to answer any questions, whatever is on your mind. So just send it in.
Yep. Seriously, just reach out whenever you want a celebration, venting, or ask for advice. We're here for it.
Look, we don't have it all figured out. And you don't have to before you start. Nobody does.
And yeah, definitely don't have to do this alone either. We're figuring things out right alongside you.
We're in this with you every step of the way, cheering you on, helping you through. We're doing this with you, for you.
Yeah. So if you need a little bit of encouragement or just want to know that someone else is right there in the trenches with you, yeah, that's exactly what this space is for.
So from me and Supacha, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us in this journey, and thank you for taking us along your journey. And remember, everything starts with a yes. See you next time.